there was the possibility of your confidence level dropping. If I went to school and every time they had to name people who hadn't paid school fees, and I was driven.
You were called up.
Oh yes, of course. You know.
All right. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you doing, darling?
I'm doing well by God's grace.
I've been trying to chase you up this afternoon, but it's all good. You know. All right. So who do we have on the line, sir?
I've identified the voice of my sweetheart, my wife for 30 years.
30 years. You've been married for 30 years.
30 years this September. Wow. I can't miss my wife's voice.
You can't. That's a good one. We'll give you 10 over 10 for that.
Thank you.
All right. How are you doing, Mrs. Kranchianka? Oh, lovely to have your husband in the studios. And I know that, yes, as you listen to us, you have a question. That question that you've been yearning to ask. Maybe you've never asked him that question. Today, you have the chance. You are in the seat. Ask him that question. What is it that is on your mind?
To ask him a question.
Please, shoot, madam.
On the 26th anniversary of our wedding and our marriage, he proposed to me again, and I accepted. On the 30th, I want to know, 30th wedding anniversary, whether he's changed his mind or I am still his darling.
Hey!
Honey. Look, I'm kneeling down in the studio right now.
Oh, you should see it.
They are taking a picture. I'm proposing in advance.
Wow. So he's proposing right here at Star FM
studio.
Tell us something nice. What is it that you want to tell us? This is magical. This is great.
Honey, I thank you for loving me these 30 years. And on occasion of our 30th anniversary this September, I want to remarry you. Would you say yes, please? Please say yes. Bolare is here. Everybody's watching.
You are the best thing that ever happened in our life. You are the best thing that ever happened to me.
Oh.
You are the best thing that happened.
Only after the melting.
But congratulations. You have a husband. You know what? This evening you've taken my love also somewhere. When I get home, that is how it's going to be. This is beautiful. 30 years and you guys have it going on. Share with us, Mrs. Kranchianka, how you guys able to do it? You should see your husband here, and it's genuine, it's true. What is it that you want to tell couples who are out there who maybe 2 years, 3 years, and they feel like giving up? Your message for us, ma'am.
My message for every couple is that when you go into marriage, or before you go into the marriage, tell yourself, I am going into this for it to work. Tell yourself there's no turning back. Once there's no turning back, you will make sure that it works. There's no relationship without any problem. There's no marriage without any problem. The disagreements will come. But when the disagreements come, make sure you solve it and move ahead. You need to make your children proud. You need to make your grandchildren proud. Remember, you are not in the marriage because of you alone. You are in the marriage because of thousands of people who are seeing you as a role model and they are looking up to you. Once you lose the mark, many more people will lose.
Wow.
And then also, I think I'd like to add that in marriage, the couples must learn to compromise,
right, and forgive each other.
Forgive each other. If you become entrenched in your ways and your ideas, your philosophies, the marriage will go nowhere. Wow. And so one of the things that has helped Mama Rita and I is this attitude of letting go, compromising.
This is beautiful.
And then we concentrate on the positives,
right? And
life goes on.
And I must say that Apostle General has done a good job. I see you every time and you are glowing, forever beautiful. Mama Rita, thank you. And I think that you guys have done so well and an example to all of us to emulate. So we celebrate you as well, and we say thank you for looking after him very well.
Thank you so much, and I want to tell my husband I really love him.
I love you, honey. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the work you've done in my life.
Thank you.
And what he continues to do for me, my family, and my children.
God bless you.
I will forever be grateful to him.
Thank you.
This is awesome. Every wife should be able to say this. This is awesome. Wow. I've been blown away. I've been blown away. And I'm just looking at the headlines tomorrow. Just screaming it out there. This is great. That Kranchianka renews love on Star FM.
On his knees.
On his knees. The pictures are going viral. Already they're on Instagram. And the comments are coming in as well. This one says, good evening, Bolare. What a program. Star FM, you guys are something else. I salute Apostle General in your studios. Kranchianka is something else. And I tell you what, with an apostolic salutation. Honestly, I wish he had not commented on Bishop Obinim's matter. But he's done that, and that is a solid one. We shouldn't give up on Bishop Obinim. Wow, thank you. That's from Daniel in Adenta.
But that's
what he said. Yes,
we said we are willing to help him. If only,
that's right.
So we didn't give up on him.
All right.
And we didn't condemn him as well.
Okay. Kodia from Asherman says, God bless you for this program, Bolare and Star FM. God bless the man of God in your studio. This is revealing and is interesting. Thank you, Kodia from Asherman. Thanks to you, Bola, for bringing the Apostle General to us this evening in our homes and in our cars. We are enjoying the show. I just can't get out of my car. Bola, can you ask Apostle General his view on tithing? And also, how cool is it for some churches to document people who tithe and go ahead to award prayers with church positions? Simply the best. Star FM, good evening. That's for Mama. So she wants to know, your thoughts on tithing, and people are being awarded church positions according to how much they tithe.
No, it's wrong. You don't award positions because of people's tithe levels. That is incorrect. It's a kind of commercialization of the gospel. However, excuse me. The reason why people would document tithing is for the purpose of records. When you are a member of a church, one of the responsibilities and that you owe the church is to support the church with your tithes and your offerings. However, some people think that I'm giving to God, and so nobody should see, nobody should know what I give. I think that if that's your opinion and that's what you stand for, people should be allowed not to record, as it were. But if it's the policy of the church that tithes are recorded for future references, not because of positioning, but just so that we know that this member has died, and so the church needs to, run around, stand around.
Then that is okay.
That is okay.
All right. I just got a message from your daughter who's listening to us in London, Nadrumo.
Wow.
Nadrumo says that kudos, Daddy. And we support you. Right. So now, thanks so much for sending in that one. But what do you also make of, and how did you feel when 12 roads were blocked in Accra for Pastor Chris?
Somebody just said he wished I had not commented
on the Obinim case.
On Obinim case.
Yes.
But it should be noticed that when he came in, none of the fathers of the land was there to open the city for him. And I don't know whether people noticed that. None of the fathers.
Why?
He didn't come through us. Here is a man who felt that he's got the money power, he's got the technology power, he's got the television power. He can just wrap around our politicians and break into our city without recourse to the fathers of the land. I have an exception, and I pray that this thing should not be encouraged by our politicians. The Bible talks about there's elders who sit at the city gate, and so there are elders in this city. You are a man of God, you are coming, you should have relationship with the elders of the city. If a man does not have relationship with any one of the elders, you have questions to ask about his